Anambra State Governor Charles Soludo on Thursday said the purported investment by his predecessor in office, Peter Obi, are worth next to nothing. Obi is the presidential candidate of Labour Party. Before clinging the party's ticket, he governed Anambra from 2006 to 2014. Speaking during an interview on Channels Television's Politics Today, Soludo said he is not aware of any investment in the state by any of his predecessors. I think there was something I read about somebody speculating about whatever investment. With what I have seen today, the value of those investments is worth next to nothing. So let's leave that aside, the governor said. Meanwhile, these have generated a lot of reactions by Nigerians. If the investment is not worth next to nothing, won't that be the fault of the former governor Obi, who was the governor of Anambra State for 8 years? Peter Obi handed over the investment to Obi in 2014. So, what are you talking about? This SCBN governor, Charles Soludo, is obviously envious of Peter Obi. I have heard him on several times trying to downplay the achievement of Peter Obi. He does not even speak about his most recent predecessor, Obi, but always Peter Obi. Obi left a legacy that is hard to beat. That explains the hate and heavy King Daddy. A quartered company can be worthless. A national investment can be worthless. A company that remits millions in pay can be worthless. If it is worthless, sell it for 1 naira. We used to hear stories about how he printed money for himself when he was the CBN governor. Man printed enough money for even his 4th generation cannot finish it. Anambra people will see shege. All the bank shares I bought when Soludo was CBN governor are worth next to nothing today. He encouraged us to invest in shares, and that turned out to be the worst mistake of my life. I lost millions of naira in 2009 and was rendered. Bam, Soludo destroyed the naira to 800 ever since he became the CBN governor. Dear Hagidi, infested brains. Governor Soludo's failures as CBN governor is why our naira is in the gutter. This present governor is a wonder kid doing a great job and should not be blamed for the terrible policies of Soludo. Receive thanks and vote Peter Obi. If a former CBN governor says that your investment is worthless, just accept and move on. Say an investment made in good faith is almost worthless. From the school of thought, I can't say he's 80% responsible for the present state of the naira as a former CBN governor. Nigerians are still talking. I don't want to believe that Soludo could say this in the national TV. And at this critical time, human beings are funny. This cannot be funny. Soludo is becoming so selfish and self-centered. All the nonsense he has been saying is just to tell Nigerians how some average Igbo persons hate their own brothers, but thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for disgracing each and every one of them publicly. Thousands of Soludos cannot stop that child of God. We love Peter Obi. He is our number 1 vote. The Labour Party for president come February 2023. That is the problem with us Nigerians. All of you supporting Peter Obi now believe he's a saint, and so no human being should point out his past actions. Soludo, you must be very, very, very careful when you talk of Obi. I understand that your party, ABGA, have its own presidential candidate, but please remember that the people that put you up there can also bring you down at the speed you are going today. It's clear you cannot come near the achievements of Peter Obi. If you are confused, please resign or shut up your mouth and do your work before you lose that seat. Okay? This is nonsense. Nigerians are now, the comments are now getting tougher. If this is this Obi God Almighty? Why should people not talk about his shortcomings? People like you remain frustrated, confused, and desperate until sudden death arrives. Better see a professional for help. Ho ho! We, the indigenes of Anambra, witnessed good governance during Obi's administration. So please, forget whatever you are saying. I am still laughing. Almost all the comments I read attack Soludo, a professor of economics and the former governor of Central Bank, because he said what he said. He said what he saw, what he's handling, and he is facing currently, and did not favor Obi. He suddenly became a nuisance. Obedient Aheluna. Okay, guys, sorry about that. These are reactions by Nigerians. Let's hear from you.